Yeah, so just a very small thing I wanted to mention here. So
Mm.
at the start of the month, a whole bunch of Xbox 360 games that were previously delisted were actually relisted on the store. And there's a whole bunch of them, and they included like Tom Clancy's Hawks, um, what is it, Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. And I think the servers aren't even up for that game anymore. Dirt 3, Fuel, a whole bunch.
Oh,
And then they were subsequently undelisted. So obviously it was a not underlisted, they were delisted again, I should say. So there
yeah.
was obviously a mistake here, but you had a whole bunch of people, especially in the achievements community, and I got wind of this because I frequent True Achievements all the time,
Yeah.
and they so obviously they ran out and they purchased these games, and there was even some DLC that they purchased. And interestingly, and they've then Microsoft has then refunded them for a lot of these games and revoked the licenses, which 100% makes sense, right? If you've accidentally
But
relisted
but
games
wait,
you
wait, wait,
didn't
wait,
have the
wait. Can I
rights to sell,
can I just
it
clarify? So when you say revoke, does that mean you've bought it, they've got it on their console, they're playing it, and then they actually pulled it from your console?
so essentially, if you tried to load the game up and you're connected to the internet, you would the game will not work. And now,
Really?
yeah, from that point
Wow.
onwards, I
Just
believe
for
if
the
you
people that bought it like that.
yeah. So essentially, they have removed the digital license of the game because these were digital games, right? So it's not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're talking physical discs or anything. So basically, they've refunded them and revoked the licenses, which I understand why,
Wow.
because they didn't have the rights to actually release these games, especially some of the ones that were probably delisted because of music licensing reasons and things like
Sure.
that. But
Sure.
what I kind of wanted to I guess bring this up was at some point I'd really like to have a bit of a deep dive with you about the whole concept of game ownership and
Oh yeah. Yeah.
where that sits as we move closer to an all digital and streaming future. Because at that point, and it's all in their T's and C's, which majority 99.9% of people don't read. Um, the fact that you no longer owning these games. So I think we'll figure out when it makes sense to have a bit of a special feature where we dive into that, because I think there's positives and negatives about the whole thing. And obviously for these
Yeah.
people, some of the people, if they leave their console offline, they're able to play them again. But as soon as they take them online, then essentially they're out of luck. So
Yeah, because I think in this case it is fair because it's sort of like we've sold you something we didn't actually legally have the right to sell, and we've
yeah.
made a mistake. It's our error, so we're going to remove it from your account and refund you all the money. Don't worry. I do wonder if the achievements still stick. I guess they would.
I imagine they would. I can't. I don't think there's any
Come on, you're the
case.
achievement expert here.
No, that's what I'm saying. I imagine they would. I don't think of any. There's any situation where achievements have ever been retroactively removed from an account.
Mm.
So I
And
don't
and
think
and
they would do that.
And I am super keen to talk about this. I actually was thinking earlier this week that we should talk about this at some stage. The whole, digital versus physical, and then the rights, and just the
Mm.
the direction the industry's going with that stuff. So I think yeah, let's get it done. Let's revisit it later because I'm really keen. And I think it's also probably our views from what I've seen are probably actually pretty contrary to to a lot of other people on it. So yeah, I think it would be an interesting chat about that.